Hi everyone, it's Christina from Christina Creates. I'm up to day 6 of Junk Journal July. Thanks Meg for this wonderful prompt and the chance to yet again do another junk journal. I did do January, so July's great. Now I've got some watercolour paper there and I haven't done the previous days, but I will show you a run through at the end. I just didn't want to be making a video every day. So I've got a couple of these portable traveller sort of watercolours, and this watercolour card, I only just got it, so this is my first try at seeing how it works, seeing whether it's good or not. It's off Temu, so you never know with Temu products, but they do seem to be all right for a lot of the arty sort of things. So I'm just putting on a little bit of green because wildlife is the prompt. So this wildlife prompt, I was thinking a little bit about it, and my immediate thought was, oh, it's giraffes and elephants and that sort of thing. But I realised as I progressed through making this card that it reminded me of how do you live your life? Is it a wildlife or not? And I like the concept of that. So I'm putting the greens and a bit of yellow just to bring in that nature, because I do love some nature, and for me, when I'm living my wildest life, I'm in tune with nature. So I'm having a little bit of a play here, and I wanted to see what would happen if I added this bluish colour, see if it bled into the green, how it mixed in. And honestly, playing is also for me living my wildlife, my wildest life. So I'm just dabbing it on and hoping to get a little bit of movement, and you know, that beautiful watercolour way that it can be light and dark and have lines through it. And I'll see how it comes up when it dries. So now that it's dried a bit, I am doing a few splatters. This is a water-filled watercolour pen that you can use. It's got the brush tip on, and you can dip it in colour, or you can put colour inside it if you like, but the water comes down through the brush, and it's a great brush. I've got a few different sizes and I love them. So I'm doing some splatters and I am going to let that dry again. Now I'm just having a think here. I've found this little card that relax, rejuvenate, breathe, refresh, enjoy, nourish and renew. And I think that goes really well with my wildlife heading and with my attachment to nature as part of living a wild life. And while my little card is off to the side drying, I thought, what else can I put on my page? Now, I've been having a bit of fun with jelly printing. I've been having a bit of fun printing out some of my artwork. This is a little bit of my abstract work printed onto a book page. I was having fun doing a lot of stuff while I've been doing my junk journal pages. And I've folded this one up into a little envelope or a tuck spot, and I've got out some washi tape and I'm just taping down the back because it's going to be stuck to the page, so it doesn't need any glue. I can just washi the back. Now I wanted to make a little notch in the top so as it looked like it was a tuck spot, and I've just got a little handy hint there that book paper is quite thin, so I've put a little bit of cardstock behind the paper, and as I notch it, it just adds a bit of extra strength. Otherwise, sometimes it doesn't actually cut the bit of paper, like thin paper. It just adds an extra layer, so you get a really nice clean cut. So there we have a nice little nifty tuck spot ready to hold the card when it's finished. So I'm just placing it and using a glue stick to stick it down. And I really actually wasn't expecting to use this colour, the oranges, because it is a pink. It's the whole journal's meant to be pink, and it's funny, I've just chosen to show you this page 6 when I actually haven't used much pink at all. But you'll see at the end when I go through the previous pages, there's quite a lot of pink. So I decided to stick the prompt at the bottom of this card. Afterwards I thought, oh, that was a bit silly because every page I've put it in full view, and of course the card is going to be tucked into the pocket. But then I decided, well, what does it matter? I mean, everything doesn't have to be the same. Now, I know that I have my little words, and I thought about putting it on the card, but in the end I had just received a little package from Rachel at Roxy Creations, and she'd sent this lovely little tag, and I thought, oh, that's just so nice, I'm going to put that in here. And then that is this little card completed. And so when I was putting it in, I thought, oh, actually this pocket is looking a little bit bare, and the words don't fit on the actual tag card really well, so why not put them on the outside? And I think that really completed it, and I'm really happy with that. It's got words that remind me of wildlife, and the little tag has got a connection to people in my community and how I feel about nature. And so, yeah, I'm really happy with that. Okay, so now I am going to give you a little playthrough of the previous days. So here's my cover. I've used a hardcover book and gutted the pages, and I've used some of Meg's printouts to put decoration at the front. I've used antique wallpaper underneath, and I've just made a signature which has got pages from Dumbo Feather, which is a magazine that I got secondhand from the op shop. So I've decorated the front with one of the Get Messy printables and a bit of my stamping. It's a 3-hole pamphlet stitch with Shishiko thread that I've made so that the threads come out the back. And I've doubled up the Shishiko thread for a bit of interest because it's variegated, and added a little bit of Meg's printables at the front and one little bit of my torn printables as well. Then I have just had a bit of a play with stamping. I've called it the Discovery of Pink. You wouldn't think so when you come to page 6, but most of my other pages are pink. So my next page, I've put my list of prompts, and then we're on to prompt 1 for page 1, so spark. Now, I used a few of the printables, I used a few bits of written work, and I used a beautiful flower scrapbooking paper. And spark to me meant things that really sparked my happiness. I've used a little bit of Meg's printable because those crinkly papers are gorgeous. The type is from a cooking book, so it's got lovely little words to do with gardening and cooking. The word Tokyo was already underneath on the backing page, so I left it there because I'd love to visit, so that's a spark of travel. And that is the actual page of the front page of the book that I've used. So page 2 is postcard, and the book that I've been referencing with this picture of the little boy and the dog behind is Our Brother Nick, and it's just got gorgeous little illustrations. So I decided to make a postcard of that, and I put a little tuck over, and it's whose dog is this? It's just the writing from the book, which I love, and just put a little clip to hold that in. So page 3 is fold. I've used one of the printables, folded a bit of paper around, but I've also folded a little bit of my embroidery, the bit of paper that holds the embroidery wall together. Made a little card, and I've put that inside a fold. Page 4 was labels. So I was noticing on Instagram a few people were using labels for labels, and I just felt that I was thinking about labels of the people, you know, how we label friends, something for a friend. I label myself a traveller. I love travelling. I've got embroidery things there which are labels. I am an embroiderer. And also on that little Appleton one, it says London. So my label is I was born in London. Interestingly enough, Kaylee, who's doing prompt 4, had talked about being labelled as and I'd done my page just before I saw her video. So that I felt like I was on point. Anyway, day 5 was lettering, and once again that children's book and just scribbles in the background. I've got colour cards that have got lettering on. I've got bits of lettering from books. I've got a little stamped letters and a tag there that has got with love on. And that's it for my little playthrough. And thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be doing a video every 5 or so pages, and so I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.